This is Virgo dealing with Capricorn. Now, I kept seeing this King of Cups before I shuffled and during. And then it finally came out here for the past part of this reading. This could have been a very beautiful romantic connection. Maybe you went on a lot of trips and dates as a couple. Could have spent a lot of time on the water for some of you, in the mountains for some. Then all of a sudden there was some kind of change. It could have seemed like some type of divine intervention or some divine change that happened, because maybe it happened suddenly. And why? Due to fear, most likely. Someone could have had some trust issues here. And it's like, if this is resonating for you, no matter what the other person, I'll say you, no matter what you could have done to make this person feel better, feel safer, it would not have been enough. So if you had that question in your mind, hopefully that's answered. It was on that person to fix themselves. Someone had some deeper issues here, and they could have felt triggered being in this connection. They didn't do their shadow work. And this person maybe could have done the work to change things, but they didn't want to. And why? Because it was safer just being the victim. It felt easier than to face the shadows. And sometimes that is the case. Now, the way this possibly ended, if it did end, someone possibly had some secrets, or someone decided to block this other person out. And here you have the confirmation in the current energy with this Hermit reversed. And you also have the Emperor here. The Emperor actually came out in the other deck as well, as you see here. So in this current energy, someone is possibly being stubborn. They could go from relationship to relationship without proper healing. Maybe they don't take the time out to make the right decisions when it comes to entering into relationships for the right reasons. They could possibly be a game player. They play games. But I don't see it coming from a malicious standpoint. It could be an older masculine energy that's doing this. They could possibly like to go out or do things as to not face their issues because they could be afraid to be alone. In this current energy, they could be leaving this connection, but this is more like an escape for them. It's not like they really want to leave, but it's like an escape. That's what I'm getting from this. There is a true pair here. I mean, you have right here the King and the Queen of Cups that came out. But you also have the King and the Queen of Swords. So I'm looking at that as, yes, there are deep feelings, there are deep emotions, but at the same time, both of you you do have the ability to separate your emotions from this. But see, there is heartbreak here. There could be some confusion. This card came out. There could be some confusion on both ends. Maybe you both left each other. Maybe it wasn't just one person. Maybe you both decided to leave each other. Someone in this connection could feel as if the other was just being fake as far as their feelings. But I don't think that's the case. I think it was just hurt from the past, and like I said, the issues. Patience is definitely needed when it comes to this connection. It's like someone looks at this as it's easier just being single. But as you see these other oracle cards, in hiding, feeling dead inside, empty void, energy cleanse. It's like, and also this, painful ending, consumed by ideas of love. So you see a lot of ending cards here, but you also see a lot of love here. So that's why it's looking to me as if there was some type of reluctance when it comes to an ending, if there was an ending here. And I saw 555 when I said that, by the way. If as far as talking about the ending. So I'm looking at it as there has to be some type of change here. In this future energy, by the way, you've had a lot of major arcana in this reading throughout the entire reading. Here it is, back to back. You have the Fool, the World, and the Judgment card. Then the World again, it was poking out in the other deck. And then you also have the Moon clarifying this, and the Ace of Cups. So what it's showing me, the beginning, the end, making a final decision, asking for forgiveness. I'll say that, not making a final decision. I'll say asking for forgiveness with this Judgment card, because I believe that for some of you, there may be an ending, but someone's possibly going to try to ask for forgiveness and redo this whole thing. They want to redo this whole thing. And someone may be on the fence about this because they're looking at it like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I should take this chance again. Then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. Then you have the Devil. So it's showing me that someone does not want to give this other person up. Very obsessed, very possessive over this other person. At least this is the future energy. But then after that, what happens? You have the Tower card, and then you have the Nine of Swords. So it's like, for some of you, I believe that you will, and look, Eight of Swords. I believe that you will try this again, try a new cycle with this person, but it could end up badly because this person is not fully there yet. Let me show you, first of all, the oracle cards that came out with this part of the reading. Only yours. Praying for you. But then you have So Over It, going at it solo. So it looks to me as if someone will give another chance, and then possibly realize that that was not the right decision. Knight of Wands, possibly realize that someone just needs to be single at this time because they're possibly not ready. And look at what was at the bottom of the deck. This tells the rest of the story. Why? Because the person, like I said before, I can't make this up. Fear of intimacy. Dark Night of the Soul. And now you have the Dark Night of the Soul card coming out a few times because you had the Triggered Facing Shadows card in the beginning. Then you had this Nine of Swords that kept trying to peek out. Then you have Dark Night of the Soul, which is also the Nine of Swords. Keeping secrets again, which was part of the theme of the reading. And why? Like I said earlier, they're never satisfied because they haven't done that work yet to heal. And what do you see? Needing time to heal. I can't make it up. And also I said it could be an older male figure, manipulative male that has insecurities. The cards just confirmed everything that I said. Okay, so I hope this helps you, and I'll see you later.